He is a joy to watch, he is a joy to analyse. I'm absolutely a big fan of Graham Potter. That was Pep Guardiola ahead of a clash against Brighton back in January 2021. Fast forward 18 months, and the next time the pair will cross paths will be when City play Chelsea. As following the shock sacking of Thomas Tuchel, Potter has now been entrusted with casting his magic on the West London outfit. Make no mistake, this is a big moment for the English manager alumni. It's often felt that the top jobs in the Premier League are beyond their reach, due to a perceived lack of tactical innovation and the influx of elite foreign coaches. The last to be handed a chance was Frank Lampard with the Blues, and before that, Roy Hodgson at Liverpool, where he lasted a mere 31 games. There will be plenty hoping Potter can reverse this trend of negativity, and he's more than earned his moment, rising from the non-league to the Champions League across a steady and patient career. Guardiola's praise is one widely shared by the football community, but finally Potter has a chance to lead a club gunning for major silverware. But why did Todd Boehly and Clearlake Capital turn to Graham Potter next? In our latest Football Daily Explained, we've decided to find out. On his first day at Chelsea, Potter was asked about his approach to dealing with players. "The key thing is to try and understand them," he replied. "Understand what motivates them, understand what they're like as people, and try to come to some common ground and build a relationship." It sounds simple, but one of his greatest strengths is his man management, finding connections and maximising the potential at his disposal. Let's not forget, in Sweden he took an unheralded Östersund side into the Europa League knockout rounds, and has grown Brighton over the years despite a net spend of just £30 million. His former winger at Swansea, Nathan Dyer, described Potter as a player's manager, telling Sky Sports he is a very calm person, and if he wants you to do something on the pitch, he takes responsibility if it goes wrong. He's never there to throw anybody under a bus. Potter's personality was reportedly one of the reasons Boehly made him a priority target. The Athletic revealed that the American displayed a deep knowledge of Potter's career and credentials during negotiations with Brighton for Marc Cucurella. Their investigation also exposed how towards the end of Tuchel's reign, disharmony had grown significantly within the dressing room. The German had become increasingly distant to the squad and had been a nightmare to deal with on deciding transfer targets. In Potter, Boehly may have found the perfect man to restore harmony at Stamford Bridge on and off the pitch. But that doesn't mean that Potter should be taken lightly. His fiery side emerged during a furious touchline disagreement with Pep Guardiola in May 2021, and he can be tough on his players when necessary. Jamie Hopcutt, his former midfielder at Östersund, told The Guardian how Potter made the squad run in total silence following a surprise 3-0 defeat. He didn't tell us when he was going to stop because he was like, on the pitch the players gave up, so he was testing us mentally. His methods worked as Östersund won their next match. At Chelsea, the 47-year-old will be faced with the biggest personalities and profiles yet, and will need to utilise all aspects of his personality to get everyone in line. His tactical innovations and ability to create a versatile squad will have also caught the Chelsea owner's attention. This was a vital part to his success at Brighton, with Dan Burn morphing into an unlikely marauding wingback, Leandro Trossard becoming accomplished across the entire midfield, and the likes of Pascal Gross and Alexis McAllister all evolving their skill sets. Tuchel's Chelsea often felt a little blunted in attack. Last season, despite scoring the third most goals in the Premier League, no recognised forward hit double figures, with Mason Mount finishing as top scorer on just 11. Lukaku and Werner are gone, but in Ziyech, Pulisic and Havertz, Potter has a lavishly assembled talent pool that have struggled under Tuchel's demands. Sportsmail even reported that the Blues wide players hated playing next to the dugout, due to Tuchel's constant barking, moaning and groaning. Under Potter, these disgruntled stars should be afforded a fresh start with new ideas going forward. And one thing is for sure, Potter knows how to put together a stylish attack. Lining up in a 3-4-3, Chelsea can expect a strong possession-based approach under Potter, who is a big believer in attractive and expansive football. Just take Brighton last season, who ranked 4th in the entire Premier League for time on the ball, up from 10th the season before. It is true, however, that goals weren't so forthcoming. Brighton only scored 42 times in 21-22, worse than Southampton and Everton. In fact, only 4 members of their squad netted more than twice. But that wasn't for the lack of trying. Whereas they ranked 15th in the league for goals, they ranked 9th for shots, taking 12.9 a game. Potter's team have never had a problem creating opportunities, the issue has been finding the net. Last season they fell short of their expected goals by 7.6, and in 2020-21 that gap was even greater at 13.8. This season the early signs were that Brighton's attack had finally found its stride, scoring 11 against an expected goals return of 11.3. It showed that given time, Potter's methods produce results. The defence also needs plenty of work. In Tuchel's first 50 games, Chelsea conceded just 24 times. Over the next 50 games, that rose to 53, while their clean sheets plummeted. In the former PSG manager's defence, losing Antonio Rudiger and Andreas Christensen this summer was a hammer blow. But Kalidou Koulibaly has come in for criticism for his dismal aerial win rate, among the worst 30% of centre-halves in Europe, and for his tendency to be left exposed rushing into a press. Figuring out how to utilise the Senegalese international will be a top priority for Potter, along with putting a system in place to protect the backline in the absence of N'Golo Kanté. Chelsea score a net of 1.7 goals per 90 with the Frenchman on the pitch, but have suffered significantly without him, with injuries limiting him to less than 180 minutes of league action so far. Again, Potter is more than up to this task. His teams press high, push the opposition wide and control the half spaces. Meanwhile, his centre-halves are given freedom to aggressively track opposing forwards, denying them time on the ball. And his approach works too, as he leaves Brighton with the tightest defence in the division. Once again, his defence has only got better the longer he's been around. In 2020-21, Brighton conceded the 8th fewest goals in the league, then 6th last season. It just remains to be seen if he will be afforded the same level of patience at Chelsea, now the stakes are much higher. In fairness to Todd Boehly, his words and actions suggest Potter is here for the long haul. The Englishman's 5-year contract, slated to be worth up to £60 million, means any snapshot decision to sack him will come at a hefty cost. And Boehly enjoys a stable setup at his other major sporting interest, LA Dodgers, employing the same manager since 2016. And then there was Chelsea's summer business, which included spending big on a range of exciting youth talent. It all points to a long-term project with Potter at the helm. Let's just hope Boehly stays true to his word and gives his new coach the space to really show what he can do. The results could be very special. So that was our FD Explained of what we can expect from Graham Potter at Chelsea. But Blues fans, we want to hear from you. What differences do you want to see in your team? Let us know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe to Football Daily with notifications switched on so you never miss a video. We'll see you next time.